Our life is essentially a reflection of our choices. Every day, we make countless decisions. Some shape our future, some teach us valuable lessons, and some define our inner peace. However, there are certain decisions that can change our perspective, enhance our mental strength, and deeply transform our lives. Today, we will explore 7 Stoic decisions that are not just a way of life but the key to success and tranquility. These principles will help you see each moment in a new light, understand life on a deeper level, and guide you towards an unshakable and stable mindset. If you truly want to improve your life, make sure to watch this video in its entirety, as each decision could be crucial for you. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you can receive more inspiring content in the future. Now, let's begin. Number 1. Do what you can control, accept what you cannot. In life, we often face situations that are beyond our control. The passage of time, the behavior of others, or the uncertain path of life, these are things we cannot control. However, we can certainly control our thoughts, emotions, and reactions. This principle is the foundation of Stoic philosophy, and it helps us shape the right perspective in life. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Focus on what you can control and accept what you cannot." This is perhaps the most important lesson in life. If we focus our energy and attention only on our actions and thoughts, life becomes much simpler. Often, we get caught up in worrying about things we cannot change. For instance, the behavior of others or events from the past. Worrying about these things only wastes our mental energy. The reality is, you can never change how others think or act, but you can absolutely control your response and feelings toward those things. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, "Your life is what your thoughts make it." If we focus only on what we can control, we can take ownership of our lives. This perspective brings peace and confidence because you will know that you have full authority over what you can control. Epictetus also said, "Freedom is the only true freedom, the ability to accept the things you cannot change." What this means is, if you cannot change something, the best option is to accept it. Life then becomes much easier because you are free from unnecessary worry. These Stoic teachings show us that it is not what life gives us, but how we choose to respond to it that matters most. If you realize that there are things you cannot change, you will be freed from unnecessary anxiety and can direct your focus toward those things that truly help you grow. So, try this from today. Make the necessary decisions to take control of your life, and stop wasting energy on unnecessary thoughts. Remember, your peace lies in your decisions. Number 2. Live in the present moment. In our lives, the past and future often occupy our thoughts. The past is unchangeable, and the future is uncertain. The only thing we truly have is the present moment. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "The present moment is where life truly exists." How you embrace this moment is what shapes your experiences. Instead of being bogged down by regrets from the past or anxieties about the future, if you focus fully on the present, you will realize that life truly happens now. What you have, what you can control, is only in this very moment. Instead of being swept away by the currents of the past, you have the power to direct your thoughts, actions, and emotions right now. If you learn to embrace each moment fully, you'll understand that life is lived in the present, not in the past or the future. We often get trapped in past mistakes or future fears, but the truth is, until we accept the present, we cannot experience the fullness of life. So, starting today, make an effort to value the present. When you live fully in the now, you'll find that your worries about the future will naturally fall into place. Number 3. Free yourself from external validation. Many people seek happiness, but they believe that they can only find it if they gain approval or recognition from others, if they are praised or acknowledged externally. However, this belief is mistaken. Happiness never depends on external validation or praise. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Your happiness does not require the approval of others." The biggest obstacle in our lives is when we base our self-worth and mental peace on the reactions of others. External praise may come, but it is never lasting. When we do things solely for the approval of others, we lose our true self-confidence and authenticity. True self-confidence grows from your inner beliefs and values, not from external reactions. What you believe in, your principles, and how you conduct your life, these are the sources of your real strength. External praise or criticism is temporary. When you only act to gain approval, you never understand your true worth. Remember, your true value is reflected in your actions and behavior, not by others' praise. The way you manage yourself, your attitude toward others, and your thoughts, these are what define you. In the end, your true value is determined by what you have done, not by external approval. Your actions dictate your success and peace. If you act for external praise, you will never feel your inner strength. When you wait for others' approval, you lose the path to your true self-confidence. So, starting today, learn that your confidence should depend solely on your own mindset and actions, not on external validation. Free yourself from the need for approval from others, and understand that your true worth is never determined by others' reactions. Number 4. Embrace discomfort because it leads to growth. In our lives, happiness and peace are not always guaranteed. Sometimes, the greatest decisions and achievements come through difficult times. True progress begins when we step beyond our comfort zone. As long as we stay in a place of comfort, we can never truly grow. Real growth happens when we embrace discomfort, when we push ourselves beyond the familiar and take steps into the unknown. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "Our greatest strength lies in our ability to embrace discomfort." If we constantly strive to stay in safe and comfortable positions, we will never reach our fullest potential. The first step to growth is embracing discomfort, accepting the feelings that push us to change and learn. We all know that every successful person in history has faced difficulties. Every failure, every obstacle, every hardship has strengthened them. We must remember that each challenge builds our skills and courage. When you feel discomfort, you're actually stepping out of your comfort zone and learning something new. Discomfort means you are growing, breaking past the limits you've known. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "You will never know your strength until you face a difficult situation." If life is always easy, you'll never understand your true power. Tough situations help us learn new skills, make bold decisions, and ultimately transform into our best selves. When you face tough times, remember, this is your chance to grow. If you live without any discomfort or pain, you will never truly feel your inner strength. It is through discomfort that you develop the power, resilience, and growth that comfort zones will never give you. Think about when you start something new, like a new job or learning a new skill. It may be challenging at first. You'll make mistakes every day, but it's through these mistakes that you'll learn. This is real learning. This is life. If you follow the same path as everyone else, you will never achieve anything great. So, the next time you face a challenging situation or feel discomfort, remember, this is your opportunity for growth. You're learning something new, breaking past your old limits, and becoming stronger in the process. It's not a curse, but a chance for your improvement. Never be afraid to push your limits. The more discomfort you feel, the more you grow, and the stronger you become. Number 5. Respond, don't react. A single moment of anger can destroy years of trust, just as a rash decision can lead to regret that lasts a lifetime. The Stoics, and many great thinkers throughout history, have emphasized the importance of controlling our reactions, especially in moments of emotional intensity. Instead of reacting impulsively, it's crucial to pause, reflect, and then respond. Wisdom is not found in emotional outbursts, but in thoughtful, measured responses. When we react impulsively, driven by our emotions such as anger, frustration, or fear, we often make decisions that we later regret. In those moments, our emotions cloud our judgment, and we say or do things that might harm relationships, damage reputations, or create unnecessary conflict. For instance, a moment of anger in a heated argument might lead us to say hurtful things that can leave lasting scars, or a knee-jerk reaction to criticism might cause us to shut down or push people away. But if we choose to pause before responding, we allow ourselves the time to regain control of our emotions and think clearly. This moment of reflection gives us the space to choose how to react, whether that's with calmness, understanding, or wisdom. By taking that brief moment to stop and consider the situation, we can avoid unnecessary escalation and preserve our peace of mind. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This simple yet profound statement reminds us that while we cannot control what happens around us, we do have control over how we respond. The ability to choose our response, instead of reacting emotionally, is what gives us power over any situation. It's this power that builds inner strength, helping us navigate life with greater resilience and wisdom. Responding thoughtfully doesn't just preserve our relationships, it fosters emotional maturity. By taking a pause and reflecting before reacting, we can respond in a way that aligns with our values, keeps our integrity intact, and promotes harmony in our interactions. When we react, we often give in to the emotional energy of the moment, but when we respond, we show that we have the ability to think critically, remain composed, and make decisions based on logic and reason, not impulse. Every decision and response shapes the course of our lives. By learning to respond rather than react, we cultivate emotional intelligence, deeper wisdom, and ultimately greater peace of mind. Whether in personal relationships, at work, or in challenging situations, choosing to respond thoughtfully allows us to navigate life with grace and create lasting positive outcomes. So, next time you find yourself on the edge of reacting, remember, take a breath, pause, and choose to respond with intention and wisdom. When you take the time to respond thoughtfully, you not only avoid unnecessary conflict but also demonstrate to others that you are in control of your emotions and that you value rationality over impulsiveness. This quality can deepen your relationships and increase your level of respect in both personal and professional settings. People are more likely to trust and admire those who respond with composure rather than those who react in haste. In this way, your actions will set the tone for healthier, more meaningful interactions and will help you build stronger connections with others. Moreover, when we choose to respond rather than react, we allow ourselves the opportunity to grow. Every time we resist the urge to act on impulse, we strengthen our ability to practice self-discipline and mindfulness. These small moments of self-control, when accumulated, lead to a more disciplined, peaceful, and fulfilling life. Responding with thoughtfulness, rather than reacting out of emotion, doesn't just benefit the immediate situation. It transforms us into individuals who are capable of navigating even the most challenging circumstances with calmness and clarity. Number 6. Stay free from attachment. Nothing in life is permanent. Neither success, nor failure, nor even relationships. Everything in life is transient, and the key to inner peace lies in accepting the impermanence of everything around us. Whether it's our career, our wealth, or the people we love, the truth is that these things can change, fade, or even disappear at any moment. Recognizing and accepting this truth can help free us from unnecessary mental suffering. The Stoics emphasize that attachment is one of the greatest sources of emotional turmoil. We often develop an emotional dependency on things, experiences, or people, believing that our happiness is tied to them. This attachment creates a sense of fragility in our lives. When something we are attached to is taken away or changes unexpectedly, it can cause a deep sense of loss, sadness, or frustration. But the Stoic perspective teaches us that everything is temporary, good or bad, and this acceptance can be liberating. By acknowledging that nothing lasts forever, we can free ourselves from the anxiety of fearing loss. In the context of relationships, many of us often hold onto the fear of losing someone we love, whether it's a partner, friend, or family member. We become overly concerned with maintaining these connections, sometimes at the expense of our own peace. While it's natural to care deeply for others, the Stoic way encourages us to love without clinging. We can care, nurture, and appreciate others, but we shouldn't define our sense of worth or happiness solely based on them. Every person, every relationship is a part of a constantly evolving life, and acknowledging that changes are inevitable helps us stay grounded. When we become attached to material possessions, we experience a similar kind of dependency. The more we value these external things, the more power they hold over us. If we lose them, we feel a loss of identity or worth. This attachment can create stress, as we constantly worry about losing what we have. Stoicism teaches that possessions are merely temporary tools. They can enhance our lives, but they don't define our value. By learning to detach from materialism, we free ourselves from the constant need to acquire or protect things, opening ourselves to a deeper sense of contentment. The philosopher Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This is especially true when it comes to attachment. By practicing detachment, we free ourselves from the emotional turmoil that often accompanies loss. When we let go of our attachment to the outcome, we learn to live with greater peace, understanding that everything in life, both the good and the bad, is temporary. Detachment doesn't mean we stop caring about people or things. Rather, it means that our sense of self-worth and happiness is no longer anchored to these external factors. It's about learning to love and appreciate what we have, but not allowing ourselves to be devastated by its loss. True peace comes from within. When we realize that nothing external can truly complete us or define our happiness, we begin to cultivate a sense of inner peace that is not dependent on the changing tides of life. In practice, this means that we actively choose to appreciate the present moment. We don't constantly live in fear of what we might lose, but instead, we focus on what we have in the here and now. Gratitude becomes a key element of detachment. We value what we have without clinging to it. This shift in mindset allows us to enjoy life's blessings fully, without the constant anxiety about them slipping away. When we free ourselves from attachment, we also gain the ability to navigate changes more gracefully. We become less afraid of failure and loss, because we understand that these are simply natural parts of life. We learn to let go with grace and move forward with courage. By focusing on what we can control, the way we respond to life's challenges, we become stronger, more resilient, and more peaceful individuals. Each change, whether it's a success or failure, becomes an opportunity to practice the virtue of acceptance and grow from the experience. In the end, the more we let go of unhealthy attachments, the more we open ourselves to a life of true freedom and contentment. Instead of fearing the temporary nature of things, we learn to embrace it and live with a sense of peace, knowing that we have the strength to move forward, no matter what comes our way. Detachment allows us to stay rooted in what truly matters, our values, our principles, and our inner peace, free from the constant ebb and flow of external circumstances. This inner peace and stability become our true source of strength, and no matter what life throws at us, we remain unshaken. Number 7. Find strength in adversity. Difficult times are not obstacles, but opportunities for growth. Every problem, challenge, or hardship presents us with a chance to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. In life, it's not the absence of difficulties that defines us, but how we respond to them. Adversity is a natural part of the human experience, and it's through facing these challenges that we discover our true potential. When we encounter struggles, it's easy to feel defeated, frustrated, or even hopeless. But the Stoics teach us to embrace adversity as a means of personal transformation. Every challenge, whether it's in our career, relationships, or personal goals, is an invitation to improve and grow. Instead of seeing obstacles as barriers, we can choose to view them as stepping stones toward becoming better versions of ourselves. The philosopher Seneca once wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." This profound insight reminds us that the more we endure hardships, the more we build the mental fortitude needed to face life's inevitable trials. Just like physical muscles grow stronger with resistance, our minds and spirits grow stronger through adversity. The trials we face are not meant to break us. They are meant to shape us into individuals who can handle even greater challenges with grace and strength. A powerful shift in perspective is necessary to truly embrace adversity. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" or "Why am I going through this?" we can ask, "What can I learn from this?" This simple change in mindset helps us to extract value from every situation. Whether we succeed or fail, the lessons we learn from our struggles are often far more valuable than the outcomes themselves. Each struggle offers us an opportunity to build resilience, patience, and wisdom. Additionally, facing challenges head-on also builds self-reliance. When we confront adversity, we are forced to tap into our inner resources and strengths. We learn what we are truly capable of, often surprising ourselves with our own resilience. The Stoics believed that our greatest source of power lies within us. By remaining calm and composed in difficult situations, we strengthen our ability to make clear decisions and maintain our integrity, no matter the circumstances. Moreover, adversity can teach us humility. When we are humbled by life's challenges, we gain a deeper appreciation for the things we often take for granted: our health, our relationships, and our simple everyday comforts. We learn that true strength lies not in avoiding hardships, but in accepting them, learning from them, and coming out stronger on the other side. Adversity also cultivates gratitude. It's easy to feel grateful for life's blessings when everything is going well. But true gratitude arises when we can appreciate the lessons that come from struggle. When we view hardship not as something to fear, but as something to embrace, we find peace in knowing that we can handle whatever life throws our way. Instead of being overwhelmed by difficulties, we can find strength in knowing that each challenge we face is making us more resilient and better prepared for the future. Ultimately, the key to finding strength in adversity is embracing the mindset that every difficulty is an opportunity for growth. Instead of shrinking from challenges or being overwhelmed by them, we choose to face them with courage, knowing that they will only make us stronger. The Stoic practice of accepting challenges as opportunities for personal development allows us to grow mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, making us better equipped to handle life's inevitable ups and downs. In every moment of hardship, remember, strength isn't built in comfort, it's forged in adversity. The more we learn to embrace difficult situations, the more resilient we become, and the greater our capacity for growth.